So, welcome to our first episode of Everything Finance. We're going to be talking about the best way to be structuring finance, investment, business, and everything else in between. So, this is episode number 1. We hope you enjoy this episode and join us on the journey as we bring you content every single week. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Martin Bennett. I am the CEO and founder of a company called The Loan Room. We are mortgage specialists where we help everybody from first home buyers to seasoned investors structure the right finance, get the right deals, and build out an investment portfolio to reach their dreams, whether that's buying their first home or creating financial freedom. Today, we're going to be talking about how did the Loan Room actually get started? What is it specifically that we do? Why that name? So we're going to go into a little bit about myself, my personal background. We're going to be talking about founding the Loan Room, why this industry, the mission of what we do, our core values, and the vision ahead of what we want to actually create as a company and also for all of our clients that we help and we serve. So let's talk a little bit about me. I am a seasoned entrepreneur. I'm somebody who grew up, one of those people when I was young. I sold rocks to neighbors. I mowed grass. I sold basketball cards. I remember there was a store, it used to be every Sunday morning at the Croydon Market out here in Melbourne, Victoria. And my parents would drop me off there at about 5:30 in the morning. I think I was 12 years old and I would hustle and sell basketball cards to everybody there. My journey then went through, wasn't a big fan of school, did what I had to do. And I really had a lot of little projects. And it was one time I was actually looking to put together a real estate deal. And the mortgage broker who was actually helping me put things together said, do you know what, Martin? I think you'd be really good at this industry. You love property, you love people. And that sort of led down a journey and a path of me falling into the mortgage broking industry, paying my dues, learning what I needed to learn, and then to today where we've built quite a sizable business and we really get to help and serve clients in our special and unique niche way. What is that? What is mortgage broking? Why are we different to others? A big believer with myself is you need to have, if you're going to have debt, one, have a strategy to pay it off because the future is never guaranteed. There's no guarantees property will always perform like it has in the past. And setting up the right structure for yourself, whether it's for your principal place of residence and for your family, and then also if you're building out an investment portfolio, that structure and the strategy around that is so much more important than just getting the cheapest interest rate. We find so many times that people just want the cheapest rate or they want to save money here and there that they actually end up shooting themselves in the foot because they don't actually get to achieve what they possibly could if they took the right time to really plan out and work out what is right for them, what's the best strategy and what's the best bank to actually mimic that strategy and goals that they have. So that's what something myself and the team at the Loan Room here do. We really take the time to make sure what we're implementing for you serves you and serves your long-term vision and goals. The Loan Room actually came around as a name and a brand from my wife, Jessica, who's also a co-founder in the business. We were originally called Bennett Financial Group. Hence, Bennett is my surname. And as we started walking down the path of building a business, I didn't want to create something that was just centered around myself. I always wanted to build a team, try to empower people, and I didn't want everything to think of, this is around Martin, this is around Martin Bennett. So we thought, well, what is a simple name, something that's catchy and clearly explains what we do? And that's where the Loan Room was actually formed. My wife came up with that name, and then we loved it. And from then on, that's what we've actually built. So then working from that and looking at it, and sometimes it takes a little while being in an industry to really find your core values, to work out what works for you and what you really believe in, because you've seen and you've tried things. Some things do work, some things don't work. We found a lot of things work in theory. We wanted to say, great, theory's all good. In theory, everyone has a six-pack. In practice, they don't because they miss the implementation of what they need to do. So we then looked to think, well, what do we really want to do for our clients? Because it can't be about us. It has to be about serving the community we serve. So we looked at, well, what are the core values that were mine and my wife's that we can impart not only on our clients, but as our team and help our team grow and help our clients grow. So the first one of those is freedom. Now, mortgage actually to a degree, is the opposite of freedom. But buying a home can create amazing freedom for you and your family if it's done right. So we wanted to look at that and think, well, how can we create freedom for our clients, both buying a house and building out an investment portfolio, because that's very empowering if it's done the right way. So one of my greatest values is freedom. Freedom to think the way I want to think, freedom to invest how I want to invest, and live the life that I want to live, and then also help others create that as well. The next one was legacy. Now, legacy's really come about. I'm a father. I've got 3 beautiful children. It's not about me. It's about what am I trying to steward here and leave a legacy for my family. So for a lot of people, because everyone comes from a very different background, legacy can simply mean, hey, I was brought up when my parents always rented. What if we could create a scenario for that individual where we could help them buy a home, structure it in a way they could pay it off in 12 years, they then have something to give down to their children one day when they pass on. That alone is an amazing legacy, not just a financial legacy, but it's also a mental legacy, can break the barriers of poverty. Legacy can also mean is, hey, you can do that. What if we could show you a way strategically to grow an investment portfolio where we help you eliminate the risk and do it in a strategic way so you're always building and you're building for the next generation. So I have a thing that I like to say is my job is to go as high as I can go, but my ceiling becomes my children's floor. If my ceiling becomes my children's floor, that gives them a leg up, not just financially, but in the way we think, the way we manage our resources, the believing of the possibilities, what can be created. That is sometimes the greatest legacy you can actually leave, not the financial, but the belief and the work ethic and what it actually takes to go out there and achieve something. The next one was ambition. Ambition sometimes can come across as a dirty word. It's all about working. It's all about breaking through, ignoring everyone's feelings. No, ambition to me is just thinking bigger than what you've thought before. It's not being pulled down by people who feel insecure around you because you think big. It's about believing what's possible for you and your family. It's about believing what you could actually achieve and playing life at a bigger and grander level. And do you know what I tend to find? When people actually play life at a bigger level, they actually help so many more people come up. It's about being generous. So ambition to us here is, hey, we are ambitious as a company. We are ambitious with our vision of what we want to be able to create. I am very ambitious in my own personal life, which is what I want to create. Because without that, we tend to stay still. And if we stay still, then we tend to slowly die because we're not always pushing ourselves forward. The next one is guidance. You can have all the ambition. You can want to create the freedom. You can look and say, hey, how do I create this legacy? But most of us need guidance to actually how to get there. So that's why guidance is one of our core values, where we will sit down and we show people based on our experience, based on our other client successes, based on also the other professionals we'll often work with to help you achieve your goals, guide you through the journey step by step of exactly what you need to do to be able to hit your personal goals. And that's not a one-off thing. We believe guidance is something that happens forever. So, for instance, we structure somebody up with their first home. It's about guiding them to make sure they have the right structure. Then every year, holding their hand, so to speak, to help them reach the next pinnacle or the next goal they have as well. And as a team here, we all do that on our clients' behalf. So as a loan room, we do great things, but we're still a relatively small company. So my vision for the loan room is to create a company that manages $10 billion of loans under management. The reason 10 billion, one, it's a huge stretch. The second reason is for us to actually be able to achieve that huge milestone means we need to help and serve so many of our clients to reach their goals. We can't do that with everyone just buying a single family house. We need those people who want to build out an investment portfolio for us to be able to guide them and help them along their journey. And the only way to hit that $10 billion figure is for us to help enough of our clients reach their goals. And then that enables us to scale out and help us actually reach our goals. It's also internally, we want to be able to help grow our team and help our team achieve their goals along that way. So if I play small, I actually then kill the possibility of what our team can actually grow to individually themselves. I believe as a leader, my job is to continue to create opportunities for those around us to grow and step up into places that allows them to reach their goals as well. I hope you enjoyed this introduction episode. Make sure you stay tuned though and like and subscribe. What we have coming for you after here is actually building out real life scenarios and teaching you things such as our fast track strategy, where we show people how they pay their mortgage off in lightning speed. Using debt recycling, which is how we convert non-tax deductible debt to tax deductible debt and actually scale out an investment portfolio that's sustainable for the long term, and so much more. We've also got some amazing guests who will be joining us. These things you don't want to miss out. So make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll be talking to you again soon.